Hello, lovely beings. We felt like sharing something, especially what is happening into the world, especially what's happening in the Middle East. And we want to give a different perspective of what's happening because a lot of times there are like two sides that are presented, and you have to be on both sides. Or you have to be on one
Either or.
side, or
Yeah, that
either
makes
are.
sense.
So that's really presented by like the normal mainstream media. It says like you have to choose this or just no. You can choose for peace. You can choose for humanity. You can choose for the humans. But it's also another agenda going on that it's like
Or you could choose to just not be distracted and just walk away from it and just do your own thing.
that's also
I mean, that's
possible.
what I do. I'm not
So,
affected by anything happening out there right now.
yeah,
But,
but
you know,
we just want to give you different
yeah.
perspectives and different levels that you really like. You can choose differently. You can choose to put off the television and not read the newspapers that only portray a lot of fear. But you can also see both sides, but also transcend that and choose humanity and choose peace and choose all the humans. And also, I know quite some Israeli people, and they also told me like they're also not happy what their government is doing. So it's a lot of people that are like knowing what is happening, knowing that it is not right what's happening there. And I think this also needed to be because all the lies that because before you could never say something about Israel or Palestine, and Israel was like already like harassing Palestine for a really long time, but you could never say anything because then you're like anti-Semite or anti-Jew. But it's not.
Yeah, especially when you're speaking truth. They want to say that.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like that term conspiracy theorist.
yeah.
Is when you start bringing that truth in, they're like, yo, conspiracy theorists, to try to throw everybody off and throw you off to discourage you and, make you not pull the truth out there when it needs to be. Or just, showing people what it really is.
Just know that there are different perspectives out there, and also what you hear is not always the real truth, and also what you see on television is also not the real truth. Yes, there are innocent lives at stake, and people are dying, and we are very sorry about that. But notice every day are people dying. Every day there are people suffering because of this evil system that is really like really crazy, and it is like so be aware of that. And I really like think that it's like so many truths are coming out now, and it's really also on TikTok all the truths are flooding out. And that's why they say always Israel is lost, because I think this is like so many truths, so many lies are all coming out that were already there for lots and lots of years. Like everything what is dark is coming to light.
Exactly. The unveiling has been happening.
The big unveiling.
Things are being revealed, for sure.
Yes, and that is really like that's why we are so in interesting times right now, because more and more is coming out. There's so many things they lied us to us about. There's so many things that are not real and they are real. Like you can't phantom even everything. Like sometimes you think like what is happening, what like all sorts of truths, like the depth of everything is like once you look at it, like all wars are funded by the same places. They made all sorts of false flags, inside jobs. 9/11 was one, Ukraine was the one, all the wars was one. Now in Israel also, it's like more and more it's getting clear for people to see like it's humanity versus evil. It's the good versus evil. It's like this whole system is built on like 1% is thriving and the rest is not, and that is all coming out more and more. So this is really exciting times.
Yeah, a lot of things are being exposed. And before, like, back in the day when they had these military operations or so-called wars happening, I mean, people were awake at the time, so they kind of fell into the belief that, oh, this is really happening. Deployments over here, deployments over there, we're really going to war. But it's getting to the point where, like, people are actually starting to see what's actually really going on, below the surface. Not just on the surface, now they're below it now. And they're saying like, because nobody really wants war. So who's starting it and why is it happening in the first place? And I feel like, for me, from my perspective, these are taking place. Mostly, all these events taking place as part of like an agenda to keep people distracted, ways to drain you, to drain your currency, your income, to drain your energy and keep you focused on it, keep you at a low vibrational frequency, because you're always seeing like, things that are very, very negative and not much positivity, so there's a lot behind it, but I'm looking at it, nothing's good about it. It's just draining. Yeah, I said draining already. Yeah, I'm gonna give more of a perspective on this, on how I feel about this war that's happening. I don't know if I should let you go first or should I just get right on it?
I think I already said what I needed to say. So
All right. So I want to say this: what I think the agenda is I'm really on the wall as far as like I'm not sure if it's a combination of things, but I feel like it's one of those things that like are an agenda, also was scripted and written. So maybe it could be, is it prophetic? Is this like something that's like, I guess my question is it prophetic? Is it something that's going to happen anyways, or is something that is scripted to be prophetic and they're making it happen? For like the Bible, for instance, certain things are going to happen and take place. Is somebody actually making it that way, or is the Most High just working through them to make this all happen? I'm all over the place with this one. But one thing for sure is a lot of us that have, you can call it the awakening or the chosen of the 144, whatever you want to call it, we are becoming aware of this, and we're not really letting it drain our energy. And we're seeing how everybody else that's not fully aware of this is being like totally energy drained, and are feeding all into it, and are giving most of their attention and energy towards this. And like it's now the big talk right now. Each time, if you notice, there's an event, there's something taking place. It's all over TikTok. There's always something that's happening after one thing happens. Like you had the other war, which I can't even remember what that one was. The Ukraine and Russia war, that's gone. Then you had your one something burger take place. I go further back than that, but I'm just,
yeah, there were so many psyops.
Yeah, it's just
so many distractions.
There's always one after the other. There's always a distraction after the other. And what I find best is just to detach from this and just do your own thing, work on yourself. But with all that being said, it's good to keep, attention to what's happening in the world, because it lets you know what part of the stage they're on. That's why in this video, we're going to address like what's really going on in the world today. Rather than just like I do, I mostly ignore it. But it's good to let other people know, my perspective, what I think is really happening. Maybe somebody is similar in thinking how I am right now. We can like really conversate about it. Maybe they can become less stressful if they're stressed out about it. It's always good to discuss things that are happening. They say like, you can go to yourself and you can just tune it out. But I don't believe in fully ignoring something, because you might miss something that's important, for your knowledge. As far as like, how to move, like, you know what I mean? Say you want to travel, you need to know certain things are in place or certain things are happening, so you know where to go, where not to go, what's activities taking place, and how you can move and travel without running into any complications, if you know what I'm saying. And right now, I think that's all I got for that one. I just think it's a psyop. I think it's a script that they're trying to play out. And I know it's just like a way to drain everybody, because I feel like whoever's controlling all this is actually losing power, and they want to pull for as many people as they can. And by throwing something like this together and seeing how much attention you get from people, you're seeing how many people you actually still have under control. And I think they see that whoever they are, they're seeing that they're losing control of people that they used to have before. Like not many people are buying into this anymore. Like, nah, we see what you're doing over here. Both sides are funding this. Both governments are funding both sides, whether it's they're giving us supplies, whatever they're doing, they're bringing this war on. Because what does war do? It brings them income. It brings them. It's a business. It's a profit for them.
Yeah, and they keep going at it, so they put the money back in their own pockets, and that is what's really happening, and that is what's really happening for a long time, and more people seeing it and for what it really is. But they also need to keep having these distractions, because more people waking up, more people seeing for what it really is.
Oh yeah, we can.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, a lot of truth, and a lot of like on certain platforms maybe not, but other platforms people are really waking up and really sharing the truth about like so many layers and all like so much deception and lies we were being fed for hundreds of years. All whole history is a lie. All like
All
It's
of it.
we can go into it, but it's like really crazy, like how much this reality is not what we think it
It
is.
feels like it's like I heard it before. Basically, it's reversed. It's backwards, and everything you told was even the words you're speaking was all reversed. It's all backwards, and I don't know if it's to like confuse us and throw us off into like knowledge of self and knowing who we are and what we are. Like for instance, we're taught to like go outside of ourselves to find the answer, but really it's internal. And not only is it internal, we were taught to separate from each other. And I think with these different perspectives and cultures, everybody has a gift that if we come together, we can figure this whole thing out. That's why you divide and conquer, because like if you do that, we'll never figure out who the hell we even are. You know what I mean? And then they could just throw these wars off and throw people off and have us, focused on that. And unfortunately, the sad part about it is people in real time are getting are hurting from this. It's not nice, but like they don't care who they sacrifice as long as they get their full control in there and they get to live the life they want to live, whether it's 1% or whatever it is. Why we all just pretty much suffer. I mean, that's what it is. Everybody's suffering. We're all in survival mode, and we want to wake more people up. We want to change this whole thing around. I think if you have, it's like being contagious. I believe the more people you have that are waking up that are like, hey, what's going on here? I don't like it. Let's change this game. Let's pull this old game out and put the new game disc in there and play this game and see how we like this one. This one's going to be much better. New Earth or whatever that may be. I think we're on that path of making what our togetherness. We're going to bring a better way of living, a better quality of life. I think we were supposed to be down here like thriving and having a great time in this vessel that we call Avatar, rather than just like getting in this vessel. And the first thing you have to do is find out how to survive and how to keep it from getting sick and how to put the right foods in there, because you're constantly attacked from every direction. In this world, as soon as you come in, you're attacked in the womb. Whatever music is being played when you're in that womb, whatever food your mom is eating, whatever environment she's in.
Which emotions do you have?
It's all into before you even get out. The indoctrination starts in the stomach. Because she's programmed, then you're programmed because she's doing what the program's telling her to do. Then it's all getting input into you. So you come out, with the program. You have some of your godliness with you, but then they say by the age of 7 it starts to dissipate as you get slammed with all this this training, this indoctrination training from the system. And I know why. I feel like I know partially why it's happening. I don't know why. I'm gonna leave it at that. I know for like
We're gonna free ourselves.
Yeah, we want to be free. I know it's control and power. I'm gonna say control and power. I didn't want to say.
We're getting free from all this power.
I didn't want to say control and power.
System.
I know. I just didn't want to say it. But
yeah, we're getting free, and we have to deprogram ourselves. And it starts with ourselves and start with inner work, so we can see what's around the veil, like what's really happening in the world. Because then your third eye is open, so you can really see it. And also, like you have to be like. In a way, you have to feel your own intuition and your own your energy, and then you're gonna see it also what's happening in the world. But
it is contagious.
A lot of people don't even know what's happening, underneath what's actually happening, and that is it really takes some inner work, and it's gonna happen because more and more people seeing it for what it is, because this system is not working for everybody, and that is what's quite
no,
clear.
It really isn't working for everybody. And I think we're gonna get to the point where the awakening to where we're gonna see that certain things are gonna be revealed. I don't think any of us will ever truly know what's really going on. I don't think anyone, besides whoever's controlling the system, will know fully what's really happening, and what's next. We can only guess what's next by predicting how the cycle may be, as far as we're in these times. If you just think about how the ages work, we're coming out of Pisces going into Aquarius. You have an age after that, and then maybe if this is a continuous thing, maybe it does go from good to neutral to bad, back to being neutral, back to be, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just, and we're in at times where we're going into a nice, good direction. I can simplify and say it's a battle against good and evil. Some people say it's a battle against the soul, spirit, mind, body, whatever you want to call it. It could be all these things. Everybody has a different perspective. What I'm speaking now is just my perspective. And I respect everybody else's perspective. And this is good if we have any response or questions or comments to add to this, because then I can learn from you as well. Or we could just find out what's really happening here. One thing for sure is it's not, like she said, it's not working. The way the system is now, maybe it worked for our families and our families, back in the day. But for who we are and what we developed into, what we became through this expansion, we just can't live on the same system. It's not going to work for us. It's a done deal. It's pretty much over with. Either it changes with us or we have to change it ourselves, but it's going to change one point to another.
Yes, and that's why we're all waking up and we're all uniting with each other. And that is also what we have. And we know that it's going to get better because this is the last, just that's what I want to give different perspectives, but also a message of hope and a message of faith that know that it will get better. And things are like, the evil was already always there. It's just getting unveiled right now. It's getting out in the open, like, oh, this is like really bad. Or well, no, it was already that bad, but it's just now in your face. You almost can't look away anymore. But
it's
if you want to
purposely
be
out
in
there.
your peace bubble, like it's like, and that is also something like other people say, like they transcended the bad and evil, and they want to live a more peaceful life, and they go all the way out of the system. But on the other side, you also wanted like that it's good for everybody. So that's we also need to unite. We have to come together. We have to find
Yeah.
new ways of doing and being, and we're coming together. And that's also happening. That's also happening. So many people all over the world are now speaking out and speaking the truth. This is not going to stop anymore. So it gets bigger and bigger. Yay.
I just want the life to be much better for everyone.
Yes, and that's coming.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna happen. I mean, it's already in motion. Basically, what we're just waiting for the results. And we're working towards that goal, waiting for the results. I don't know if like we're looking for it to happen in a lifetime, but it may not. But either way you look at it, it's going to happen. And like you say, they put it all in your face. And I don't know if they do it because they actually want us to wake up. You see like this in politics on TV, American TV, you see all this the president, you see all this crazy stuff, all these crazy speeches he's having, things that don't make any sense, and his strange behaviors, And you got to think like, okay, why are they doing this? And it is laughable. It's very funny.
Yeah. It's like out of the you really believe that it's real, like.
But I
almost.
think they're trying to get us
Yeah.
to not take them seriously anymore. In other words, I think they want us to take back our power, and they're do more ridiculous things to try to make you say, to try to wake up to say, hey, you know what? Okay, I had enough of this ridiculousness. Let's just go take back our powers. Let's do our own thing.
We're losing anyway, so that's.
So they just have right now.
no
They're having. It
one
looks like
knows.
they're having fun with it. Like, and people like there's people that are serious. Like, oh yeah, but he's doing some great things in there. He's really doing it. I don't know if I should put names out there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna like how
You
YouTube
can
works.
say whatever.
Yeah,
Like I
YouTube
don't
is
care.
strange.
I want to be free to say and do whatever I want to do.
And that's how we are. But the thing is, yeah, we are. And there's no but about that. But
Also, name calling.
I'm saying if you want to put it onto YouTube,
Yeah, they go on television, so don't go on television if you don't want people talking about you.
that's true. But I feel like they're having fun. These politicians are actually having fun. They're like, let's try to wake them up by doing this, and they'll put Biden out there and have him tripping up the stairs, or they'll have him like speaking like he did in Hawaii about like I don't even know what the conversation was about, but it had nothing to do with the people, and they were like, what the heck is this guy doing here? And I feel like it's because they're actually trying to help the people. My perspective again, like waking them up, saying they're unreliable. So what happens when somebody's unreliable? You have to step into that responsibility to take that.
Yes, take your power back.
Yeah, and become reliable on your own self and carry yourself. And I think they're trying to assist us in this. But yet we think, oh, the government's, they're doing bad things to us. Well, are you going to sit there and let them do bad things to you, or are you going to just get the hell up out of there? So
Going to speak up.
speak
And that is
up,
what
get the hell
more
out of there,
people
take your
will
power
do.
back, do what you have to do. Whatever you have to do to get it back, And I think they're helping you with that, helping everybody with that. But we're not seeing it that way because we're used to be in comfort. We used to be in our comfort zone. Oh, but they let us keep electricity to give us jobs. If we go to work for them, we can have this car and this house. And, well, not a house. Nobody can afford that these days. Maybe a little apartment. But it's still, see, that's not even enough. Because before in the day, you can get a house. And now you can get, people are getting tired of this.
Yeah.
That's all it is. People
We are all done with this nefarious
it's time for a new great
system.
game.
And we're done with it. We're done with it. And we see the evil now for what it is. And we are done. Yes, we want a better, but we have to start with ourselves. So
With ourselves, work together and make the change. We have to get together and make this change. Now, if you sit in your comfort level all day, well, they have control of you. And you're not going anywhere. So if you're not the problem, well, you're going to be the problem. If you're not even the solution, you will become the problem. any kind of solution helps. Any kind. Just speaking about this will help. How do you want to change? How do you want it to change? What do you want to do? What do you want different than we have now? Would you like to get up 9 to 5, 5 days out of the week? Would you like to go to work 2 days a week on the weekend and have the rest of the week? I don't know how you want to do it. Just ideas would be nice. I guess if we can manifest like they say we do, with the mind and all, we should be able to choose the life we want. And I think that takes some thought. Well, actually, no, it does take thought. I don't think it does. I know it does. And we just really need to come together on seriousness. And just because we're comfortable, we shouldn't just be living and getting attacked and tortured. If they wanted to,
and poisoned, and it's really crazy.
They can do anything as long as we don't fight back. As long as we're not fighting, but as long as we agree or choose to not disagree, they pretty much can do anything they want to us.
So we need everybody
Anything
on board.
they want to.
We need everybody on board on this, and share your perspectives everywhere, and keep getting your what is it? Take your power back.
Take your power back.
Take your power
If you guys
back.
have any questions or comments,
Start
or
sharing,
Yo,
and take your power back.
put them in the comments, yo.
And we're here to support you in that. And
You got our support too, definitely. So.
Yes.
Because I like to discuss some things with people, y'all out there as well, and work together and see, even discussing it. You don't have to do anything physical, but you could just, as far as, running out there and protesting or, anything crazy, you could just have a discussion. Sometimes, that discussion itself will generate the manifestation. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Whether you call it affirmations or not. I mean, it's just, you talk about it, something's going to happen.
Yes.
If we don't talk about it and put a blind eye to it and act like nothing's going on, they can do whatever they want to. I'm not going to say what they do. It's the poisoning here, there, everywhere. Your grocery stores, your skies, your water, this and that. But do you want that, or do you want us to say, hell no, I'm done. I want a good life. I want to live healthy. I'm tired of being sick constantly. How come I just can't live and be healthy so I can thrive? Why do I have to always be sick so I have to survive? Everything you do is all survival. That's why they got bars and restaurants in every corner, because you need that fix, because you don't want to tell yourself out loud that it sucks, but deep down inside, the way it's going, it sucks, but also the way it's going kind of doesn't, because it looks like it's about to implement a nice change, but we just have to get through the hardship of it. There's some stuff that we're not going to be happy about. It's going to be happening to people everywhere. I don't know if we want to call it sacrifices, but we're, a lot of us going to be going through some crazy stuff that we don't want to go through. And it's going to hurt a bit. But
have faith and have trust. There's also
it always gets better, like you said.
Yeah, it always gets better. And there's a benevolent source in this universe as well. Otherwise, we would not be here.
Yeah.
So there is a benevolent source in this, and there is a bigger plan in this, but we have to take responsibility for our actions and what we're doing and our choices in a better way. So we all make it a better world, and it takes also responsibilities to see what actually is happening, to see beyond the veil and to really see the truth for what it is. Because
just be open, keep an eye open. Some people are I don't want to see it, so don't tell me because I don't want to know about it. They always want to deny it, and then sometimes even some people use drugs or alcohol just to blind themselves, hide themselves from what's really happening. All that does is make it worse. You know what I mean? Just see what's going on and just say, if you agree with it, you agree with it. If you don't, you don't. But if you don't, maybe say something about it. Or connect with others that are, like-minded as far as that goes. Like-minded, towards this change that we're trying to have. We're trying to make this world better. And it's not just us trying to make it. There's a lot of you out there. That's us. That 144, whatever you want to call yourselves, we're out there. We're
I think
here.
there's even more. So just know that you're not alone.
Yeah.
We're with you. We're with you.
Of course, there's even more than that. But that's just, I don't know why they call it this.
They say
I don't know why, but...
Because it's in the Bible, 144,000 chosen ones. And they say that. And a lot of people really resonate with that. But I feel like there's definitely much, much more. There's millions of light workers, truth seekers.
I think we already passed the 144. I think it just keeps going until it becomes what we are, and then that'll last a couple hundred, or maybe 1,000. I don't know. It'll that nice new Earth will be there for a while, and then maybe that'll change one day to something else. And they can throw any numbers they want out there, but it starts gradually, and then it starts collecting, pick up more, and then we become all of that. Right now, we have more people than us, I think, that aren't on the page that we are on right now, and just want to live out that life of that old system. and which is unfortunate, but like a lot of them are very like they might be old, senior citizen style, or just people that just are unable to see what's really happening because they are I don't want to say but part of the program, literally. There's some people that can't deviate from the program.
It's all good. So thank you for listening to us, and we just want to give different perspectives, and we just want to share our that we're with you. We're with you, and know that it will get better.
It gets better.
And,
you go through hard times. We're going through hard times as well. Not as hard as some people, but listen, it's not being overlooked. Things will get better, and it's not going to always be. It can't always be miserable because there's just no balance. There's no balance like that.
Yeah.
The pendulum has to swing the other way. It can't just go left constantly. It needs to go back right.
So it will get better, and wishing lots of faith and lots of hope, and know it gets better, and we are with you. We are with you. So much love from us.
Love, light, peace, and power. Take your power back.